Hello you guys. So today is going to be a shorter video because I am actually out of town for training for a new adventure that I'm going on with the Lord, me and my daughter, where we are going to be working at a group home with foster children, and just really looking forward to that and how the Lord wants to move in my life and in the kids' lives that we'll get to be surrounded with. So, just a quick video. Like I said, I want to start off with saying the blood of Jesus is enough. The blood of Christ is enough. May we not look at people and deem them as a lost cause. May we not look at people and say they will never ever change, because when we say that, we're speaking death over their lives. And yes, they may be moving in a way that is very wicked and very evil and against everything that the Lord desires us to walk in and how He desires us to live our lives. But think about Saul in the Bible. He was the worst of the worst. He persecuted Christians. He killed Christians. And the Lord chose him. And the Lord drastically turned his life around and set him on fire for Jesus. And so if Jesus can take the worst of them and make them holy, when He calls out their name and He's chosen them, He can do the same for those that you may see as a lost cause. You may think there's no hope for them, but can we just focus on the blood of Jesus and know that the blood of Jesus is enough? It is all powerful, and it can change the worst of the worst into a holy representative of Christ. And so if there are places in your heart right now where you are looking at someone and saying, things will never change, like they're always going to be this way, like they are worthless, there's no hope for them, let the Lord shift your heart to the truth that the blood of Christ is enough. And if the Lord has chosen them, they can be changed. They can be made new, and there is hope for them. But I also want to add on and say, when I am saying all of this, this is not me saying that, okay, to those of you that maybe there's a person in your life that you really love, and part of you is like, I really wish that we could make this work, this relationship between us. And so I don't want you to hear what I'm saying and like maybe they've really hurt you and they've really done you wrong and maybe even abused you, whether it be emotionally or verbally, physically. I don't want you to hear what I'm saying and make this decision of where you're going to remain in an unsafe relationship because there's hope for them. Please do not take what I just said and run with it. What I'm saying is, if you're in an unsafe situation, an unsafe relationship, or something that the Lord is clearly just giving you sign after sign, and you may want to not deny it, but the Lord's giving you sign after sign to separate, please separate yourself. Please do not go back or stay in an unsafe situation or an unequally yoked relationship. But don't build up this hate and bitterness in your heart towards that person. Ask the Lord to help you to forgive, and just know that the Lord can change anyone, but you give that over to the Lord and you carry on about your business, okay? So please be safe, stay safe, obey the Lord when He tells you to leave, stay separated, don't cling on to a hope that the Lord can change this person and you can come back together. unless the Lord's given you a very specific word that that's the case. But even then, you still have to separate yourself and give that person over to the Lord. So just to clarify, because I know what that could be like to maybe desire something that's not right for you, and then you hear this video and then you're like, okay, I'm going to set my eyes on this person is going to change. The Lord is going to change them. No, set your eyes on Jesus. Go where Jesus tells you to go. Separate yourself when he tells you to separate yourself. Don't be in unequally yoked relationships. It's for a reason. It's to protect you. The point that I'm trying to make for all of us to hear is that there is no one that is too far gone for the Lord. And so may we not store up hate in our heart, or pride in our heart, thinking that we're any better than people who are operating in things that aren't of the Lord, and let us just have a belief and a knowing of the truth that the blood of Jesus is enough for anyone. That's the message I'm trying to say. Okay, so I hope that is clear, and let the Lord just minister to our hearts today and point out any areas in our hearts where we have pride or where we have hate or just anything in us that doesn't need to be there. But I do want to add on and say, it is okay to have a righteous anger. It's just what we do with that. And so righteous anger, we can allow that to drive our passion to make a difference in the world. And so I hope that makes sense with what I'm saying. And I think those that need to hear it, it will make sense. And so just let the Lord navigate, allow him to show you how to navigate these things and how to feel appropriately. Let's harbor peace and not harbor hate or anger. And if there is anger, let it be a righteous anger. Ask the Lord to make it a righteous anger, or identify what parts are righteous so that you can go out and make a difference and help people and save people. So that's the word for today. The blood of Jesus is enough. Have a great day, and yes.